Dear student, today we shall pass on to the next concept, that is karyotype and ideogram, coming under chapter chromosome. Let me introduce the subject. The term karyotype is given to the group of characteristics that identifies a particular chromosome set and is usually represented by a diagram called ideogram, where chromosomes of applied sets of the organism are ordered in a series of decreasing size. The karyotypes of different groups are sometimes compared, and similarities in the karyotypes are presumed to represent the evolutionary relationship between the species or between the group of organism. Actually, the word karyotype is from the Greek word karyo, means nothing but a entity which is present inside the nucleus. The word karyotype derived from Greek called kernel, which means the content of nucleus, where the nucleus consists of some important content. The term karyotype is referred to a group of characteristics. Already I have told you, it is a group. It refers to a group of characteristics that allow the identification of a particular chromosome pair on the basis of general morphology of the set of the chromosome head metaphase of the somatic cell of an individual. Karyotype is species specific and it is representation of total number of chromosomes present in the cell. Karyotype concept is a phenotypic appearance of the chromosome and its homologous pair, which helps to differentiate different types of chromosome based on the morphology as well as the size of the chromosome. Karyotyping is a method of arrangement of pair of homologous chromosome of a cell in decreasing series of their size. Karyotype is a study which plays a very important role in studying the structure of chromosome. Karyotype study is very important to identify the abnormalities in the chromosome structure number and to identify the function of the chromosome. Karyotype study also helps to determine the origin and evolutionary relationship among different species. Karyotype also suggests primitive or advanced feature of the organism, and it shows the difference between smallest and largest chromosome in an individual. Okay, and then it also tells about the type of chromosome present inside the nucleus. Usually, karyotype is prepared when the cell is in metaphase stage, where one can identify the metacentric chromosome very clearly. And then there are different types of karyotype preparations are there. So, depending upon the relative length of the chromosome, number of chromosome in the set, position and size of the nucleolus and satellite chromosome, staining reaction and differentiation of the bands of euchromatin and heterochromatin in the chromosome. So these, along with this, the ratio of the chromatid, the ratio of the length of long arm to the length of short arm from the position of the centromere is also taken as a consideration for typing, for identifying, for doing the karyotype preparation. Let me go to the types of karyotype. Number one, symmetrical karyotype. In this type, all the chromosomes of a set are approximately of the same size and have median or submedian centromere. So this is about the symmetrical karyotype, and then you can call it as a homogeneous karyotype, and it is regarded as a primitive karyotype. The second one is asymmetrical karyotype. In this type, all the chromosomes exhibit a good degree of variation in the chromosomal size, and also there is a variation in the position of the centromere. The position of the centromere change from median or submedian to subterminal or terminal. So this is regarded as asymmetrical karyotype. Actually, if you consider the symmetrical as well as asymmetrical type of karyotype, these are the two types of karyotypes which one can perform to identify the anomaly of the chromosomes or chromosomal aberration, and one can identify the chromosomal changes very clearly by using these two type of karyotype. Let me go to the example of karyotype. Example, human karyotype. In a diploid human cell, it will have 46 chromosomes, 44 autosomes, and then two sex chromosomes, which are a double X in female and XY in male. So this is about the chromosome present inside the human cell. At mitotic or meiotic metaphase, each of the 46 chromosomes consists of two identical sister chromatids. Okay, and then the chromosome number 1 will be the largest autosome, and chromosome 21 will be the smallest chromosome. 21st chromosome is the smallest one, and chromosome number 1 is the largest autosome. Okay, and X chromosome is intermediate in size, and Y chromosome is about the same size, and it is a very small compared to other chromosome. See, this type of smallest, largest, and then the intermediate size of the chromosome is everything is studied by using a type of a karyotype, by taking the picture of the mitotic metaphase stage of a particular cell, especially in human cell. So one can prepare a karyotype by using the cells, and then so this is about the structure of preparation of karyotype. So this is a picture of human karyotype, a normal one. You can see the number of chromosome. There are 23 pairs. If you go to the 23rd pair in both male and female, you can see the lot of difference between XY and XX chromosome. So this differentiation, by seeing this differentiation, one can identify what is the sex of the animal. Is a male or either female, can we can identify with the picture, and then we can arrange this one in a graphical way or in a diagram way. When we arrange it, it is called as ideogram. After taking the picture from the metaphase stage of mitotic stage of a particular cell. Okay. So this is about the unique human karyotype, where the first chromosome is very large, and 21st chromosome, you observe the 21st chromosome is the very smallest. So the large and small, and then the identification of submetacentric, metacentric, and telocentric chromosomes can be identified with the help of a type of a method called karyotype. Okay, karyotype can be done in different way. There are different techniques are there. Chromosomal banding techniques are there. G banding, C banding. We can do it by giving the color to the chromosome and taking the picture for through electron microscope, or different types of methods are there. Okay, and then we can study the size, number, and then the abbreviation found in the chromosomal set. Let me go for another concept, that is ideogram. Ideogram is the diagrammatic representation of a karyotype which has already prepared by using the staining technique or chromosomal banding. Okay. So the ideogram, a representation of karyotype showing all morphological feature of the chromosome grouped on the basis of the position of the centromere. and position of the classification depending upon the classification of chromosome and ordered in a series of decreasing size. And then there are different types of techniques are there. Already I have mentioned it, that is chromosomal banding painting techniques are used to identify each chromosome. These techniques are very useful to distinguish different types of chromosome and investigating the different region within the chromosome inside the chromosomal set of the nucleus. In some chromosome, a centromere which divides and each chromosome into long and short arms, that is long chromatid and short chromatids will be there. The short arm is denoted by a letter P, and the long denoted by P, and long arm is denoted by letter Q. So by taking the scale, and you can identify the length of the Q and P, and then you can see the ratio between the P and Q. Everything we can done by a type of a diagrammatic representation that is called as ideogram. And then these things will be done in the practical class. Okay, students, you will do this ideogram and karyotyping in the practical class, and it is very important for your practical examination too. And then in your theory examination they may ask what is the use of karyotype, different types of karyotype, define karyotype and define ideogram, like that. Some question may be there for 3 marks or 2 marks, like that. Okay, so this is about the ideogram. So ideogram and karyotype, these are the two important techniques where one can identify the chromosome structure inside the nucleus, and then they can one can identify the changes that takes place inside the cell when the cell is in some condition like cancerous cells. If you take cancerous cells, you can see there is a lot of changes between the cancerous cells and normal cells by doing the chromosomal banding and painting technique, and one can identify what is the future of the gene expression inside the chromosome, and everything can be done. So this is one of the ideal method to study the chromosomal structure and then function of the chromosome, and the gene action inside a particular cell. So this is about the ideogram and karyotype. Very important concept in the practical class also we will deal with this, and then you will perform ideogram. So one group of chromosome will be given, and you have to represent diagrammatic representation you have to do, and you have to tell which is this species, and what are the types of chromosomes are found here. Everything you have to mention there. Okay, so this carries around 10 marks in the practical examination, so you should know the theoretical concept here. Okay, so this is about karyotype and ideogram.